Breaking news: Canada's Express Entry Overhaul. Major changes and impacts explained. Welcome to Canada Immigration Matters by Chugo Immigration Services. Today, we're bringing you breaking news about significant changes to Canada's Express Entry system and what they mean for foreign professionals aspiring to immigrate to Canada. Stick with us to get the full details on these updates and the latest flagpoling policy changes and what it means to you. This latest development means that Indian, Nigerian, and other foreign professionals seeking to migrate to Canada for better job opportunities may face new challenges, as Canada announced significant changes to its express entry immigration system. Canada has announced critical updates to the express entry system aimed at reducing fraud while continuing to attract skilled workers. Starting in spring 2025, candidates will no longer receive additional comprehensive ranking system (CRS) points for having a job offer. This move addresses fraudulent practices involving the buying or selling of labor market impact assessments (LMIAs) to boost candidates' eligibility. According to a recent release by the Canadian government, the new change, under which candidates will no longer receive additional points for having a job offer, will be instituted as early as spring 2025. The move, introduced as a temporary measure, is aimed at curbing fraudulent immigration practices by removing the incentive to illegally buy or sell labor market impact assessments (LMIA) to improve a candidate's chances of being selected to come to Canada as a permanent resident. According to Mark Miller, Canada's Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship, we are taking important steps to reduce fraud while continuing to attract the skilled talent our economy needs. Immigration has always been a cornerstone of Canada's success, and we remain committed to welcoming the best and brightest to Canada so that everyone has access to quality jobs, homes, and supports they need to thrive. The temporary measure will reduce fraud by removing the incentive to illegally buy or sell labor market impact assessments to improve a candidate's chances of being selected to come to Canada as a permanent resident. Most importantly, this change will come into effect in spring 2025. Once the removal of CRS points for a job offer is instituted, the changes will impact candidates pursuing permanent residence through the express entry system, including those currently working in Canada temporarily. According to the minister, once the change is introduced, it will apply to all candidates with job offers in the express entry pool, as well as new candidates entering the express entry pool. The changes will not affect candidates who have already been invited to apply or who have an application in progress. Once the change is introduced, it will apply to all candidates with job offers in the express entry pool, as well as new candidates entering the express entry pool. However, the new rules won't impact candidates who have already been invited to apply for permanent residence, PR, with a CRS score that still includes points for a job offer under the arranged employment criteria. It will also not apply to candidates who have already submitted an application for permanent residence to IRCC which is currently being processed. Let us review the basic facts about the Express Entry program for those unclear about the process. Express Entry System is Canada's flagship online system for managing immigration applications under programs such as the Federal Skilled Worker Program, Federal Skilled Trades Program, Canadian Experience Class, and parts of the Provincial Nominee Program. Eligible candidates create profiles and enter the Express Entry pool, where the highest scoring individuals are invited to apply for permanent residency. These Express Entry draws are held many times in a year. Under the Express Entry system, eligible candidates can create their profiles on the official website and enter the Express Entry pool. Then candidates with the most points in rounds are invited by the Canadian government. After receiving the application, candidates are invited to apply for the Permanent Residence (PR) program. They have to fill out the application, which will be reviewed by the government, and a decision will be taken. According to the Honorable Mark Miller, Minister of Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship, immigration is essential to our country's economic success and growth. As we continue to welcome newcomers to support key sectors, the Express Entry system ensures that Canada has the skilled workers it needs to grow our economy. These changes support a responsive, well-managed, and fair immigration system. We are taking important steps to reduce fraud while continuing to attract the skilled talent our economy needs. Immigration has always been a cornerstone of Canada's success, and we remain committed to welcoming the best and brightest to Canada so that everyone has access to the quality jobs, homes, and supports they need to thrive. In another shocking policy change, the Justin Trudeau government, as part of Canada's border plan, also announced that work and study permits will no longer be provided to flagpolers at a port of entry, effective immediately. Flagpoling occurs when foreign nationals who hold temporary resident status in Canada leave Canada, and after a visit to the United States or St. Pierre and Miquelon, re-enter to access immigration services at a port of entry. This practice has taken up significant resources at the border, diverting Canadian and American officers away from important enforcement activities, and has contributed to wait times for cross-border travelers, the government said. Friends, Canadian immigration can be confusing and challenging. If you're confused about these emerging trends, uncertainties, and policy changes, reach out to us at Chugo Immigration Services for assistance in understanding these changes and guiding you through the immigration process. That's all we have for you today. If you found this video useful, please share it, like it, and subscribe to our channel for more news about Canadian immigration. For personalized assistance, reach out to us using the contact information in the description below. Thank you for watching Canada Immigration Matters.